Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jarek Brian Show. My name is Jarek, and on today's show, we have a very special guest. We have the PolyRaiders coming on the show with Joshua. Joshua, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing great. And before we get into all the project and everything like that with you guys with PolyRaiders and everything, kind of tell us a little bit about you guys and like how did you guys get here to Web3 and everything like that.
All right. Thank you so much for having us. And my name is Moses Fuante Joshua, and I'm the co-founder of PolyRaiders with my two daughters. This is one here, Riajela, and we got onboarded into the space 2 years back by my brother, who is Alpha Fox with Billionaire Fox Club. So he onboarded us into the NFT space, and since then, no looking back, still pushing. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's great, and the project is like very interesting, and kind of like tell us a little bit more about PolyRaiders and what are you guys trying to do.
All right. Let me have Riajela just do that in a bit, and yeah. So Riajela, go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Riajola. I am 9 years old. I'm a photographer and a model. I love to draw and snap. When we make ourselves, we provide sanitary pads to young girls, and we have provided to 1,259 girls so far. My blockchain is Polygon. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just add to that. And basically, PolyRaiders is a collection of one-of-one drawings done by the three of us. And Riajela drew about 500 plus. Huma drew 300 plus. Now, this is Huma. She's 6 years old. We started NFTs when she was 4. And yeah, so basically, when we make sales from NFT, from the NFT proceeds, we provide sanitary pads to young girls within our community. So thank you, and sorry, I am a father of 3 girls, and you can see I am trying to multitask. Yeah, so thank you so much. And basically, that has been it. We provide sanitary pads to young girls within and around our community. And like Riajela said, so far we've been able to provide to 1,259 girls so far. With PolyRaiders, actually, we provided 1,100. And initially, we had in mind to provide just for 1,000. But when we minted, we discovered we could reach out to more, promise less and deliver more. So that was what we did, and we gave to 1,100 girls. Thank you.
No, that's great. And I like what you guys are doing on that aspect too as well. But I noticed that you have daughters and whatnot, and you have younger daughters too, and they're getting very educated on blockchain technology and NFTs. And how important is that for you to actually incorporate that with them at such a young age?
Yeah, I think growing up, we've not had this opportunity to have this Web3 knowledge or be able to do one or two things outside the normal norm, which is to go to school. Letitia, can you keep quiet? Which is to go to school, learn the basics and continue to look for write exams, look for job, the basic norm or the normal thing that goes on in the society. So what inspired me to do this is that I've been a teacher for about 14 years, and I've been a principal for 10 years. I've for 10 years. So I've had my students who have not been able, or they miss school because they don't have these sanitary products. So since then, I have been buying and keeping with the head girl of the school, who provides to them and lets me know when it is finished. So that has been the inspiration behind giving the sanitary products, but onboarding or teaching these young ones what it means to join Web3 is, let me be able to give them an opportunity to fly, reach places I've not been able to. I've not had this opportunity growing up. So basically, and this is not the only thing they are doing. They are learning how to braid here, like to make here, so braiding. And I look forward to them. Riajala wants to be a tailor too, so like a seamstress. So she wants to learn tailoring. So at some point, I would have to get a place where she would learn that. So what I'm just trying to do is to give them plenty of opportunity to be able to take care of themselves and be able to help others. That has been it, basically.
No, that's great. And I like the fact that you're teaching them at such a young age about like blockchain technology, NFT technology, and everything like that. And you come into Polygon, right? Like, what made Polygon like so appealing, and what made you want to come here and like build on Polygon and start your project on Polygon?
Yeah, basically we actually started on ETH, but okay, they have a private collection on ETH that I think traded 0.2 ETH, and on ETH it traded about 0.2 ETH, and that is basically just traditional art where they make they draw in their iPads, on their sketch pads. So I snap it and we upload and probably just sell it. So that has been what we were doing. But my brother now suggested that we should try Polygon. One, that the gas fee is low and that we could lazy mint. Like we don't need anything to like put up the art on the blockchain. So basically that was why we came to Polygon, but actually we stayed back in Polygon because of the community. You know how rallying the community is and the support. And just from our mint, it showed from our mint because EJ from Space Killis minted 100 PolyRaiders for 100 Matic. JBEC minted 80, which was, I think, possible because of their commitment to Polygon itself. So basically, we stayed back on Polygon for the community because of the friendship, the support we've actually gotten. Everybody opened wide arms, especially to my kids. It's been an amazing journey, and I must say that the iPad we are using presently for this live streaming was gifted to the girls too by Abstract Jacob. He's also a kid who is now 10 years old and is in the space too. So he bought the iPad for her and just actually sent it over to us. So I am bullish on the community a lot, and Polygon is cheap. The gas fees, the transactions are just basically smooth. So that is why we stayed back on the blockchain actually.
Totally. And I like the cheap kind of gas fees on Polygon, right? And also kind of too with you guys building on like blockchain and NFTs and everything like that with your daughter's artwork. Like, how much of that I guess you could say like that profit like goes when someone buys an NFT, like how much of that goes into actually getting all those sanitary products and everything like that, or where else does it go besides the sanitary products?
Okay, basically for the Gen 1 collection that we did, we dedicated, say, one drawing to one girl. Like the entire collection is a 1K collection, and we targeted one drawing to one girl, or we dedicated one drawing to one girl. And when we minted out, I think, I don't know how to put this amount in dollar, but we minted at the time that we withdrew probably when Polygon was at its lowest. So basically, almost everything went into buying the sanitary parts, and I had to foot the bill of the distribution because we didn't just distribute within like our immediate environment. We had to reach out to other girls. We went to orphanages went to correctional centers, and I was the one that financed the transportation. So it didn't come from PolyRaiders mint, because Polygon then was at its lowest, and I wouldn't want to keep, the proceeds and say we are waiting for Matic to go up so that it can be able to take care of those extra things. So I had to do that from my pocket, basically. But the sanitary part itself was bought from the PolyRaiders mint.
No. That's good too as well. And as you know, you're trying to. Yeah, you do a lot of like great things with this too. But you had mentioned a Gen 2 collection. Like, is that already out, or is that coming, or like, can you explain a little bit more about that?
Okay, the Gen 2 is still, we are still working. The girls are still creating, and I am also creating. We are all working on that, and we are hoping that when we reach a year, which will be April, that is when we minted the Gen 1 collection. So we want to mint the Gen 2 after a year, just to give better art, and our target is still 1,000 girls and still 1,000 drawings. But this time around, we had paid some school fees for some kids, because we have gotten support from other projects within the community. They saw what we've done or what we are doing and decided to show us some support. Also, they gave us some matic, and from that we've been able to pay some kids' school fees. So basically, what we want to do now with the Gen 2 is that we are going to get, when we hope to go for a donation soon. I actually lost someone. If not, we would have done it within this week. But we had the burial today, and we have slated this interview today, I think almost a month back, thereabout, or some 20-something days ago. So I couldn't change it because of the loss that I had. And so we would be doing that. And in the process, we intend to reach out to some of these kids or some of these orphans and have them draw something simple, and we would snap and include it into the collection. Then when we mint out, we go back to take care of these kids' school fees. We want to not only give sanitary pads, because there's a level, except a girl reaches the age of menstruation, then that may be our target audience. But we want to reach out to the kids within the community who are less privileged, and we've already paid for some who are blind kids within our community. So we want to just include a few of those drawings for the kids, signed by them, so that when we mint out the Gen 2 collection, we want to make it a way of onboarding them, teaching them about Web3, and just show them what that there are these opportunities, and it is going to be life-changing for them. So basically, that is the target for Gen 2.
Yeah, so I noticed you say, like, when you say that you preach about it to your kids and everything like that, like, so how do you go about explaining it to, like, basically like a regular person, maybe somebody new, right? Somebody that's new, that's trying to get into Web3. Like, how do you kind of like sell person on the fact of Web3, and that it's basically not a scam, right? And that blockchains and NFTs are like kind of here to stay, and it's the future. Like, how do you try to onboard people like that?
Okay, basically my story is that which is practical, in the sense that I live in a place where we do not have electricity consistently. Like there are moments that we could go a month without electricity, but presently I have electricity on because of my Drill Club sale. I made a huge sale on Drill Club. I don't think there's any sale that is a 3,000 Matic sale I had on Drill Club. I had the second round, so I sold it for 3,333 Matic. And with that, I've been able to have solar panels, like solar power installed in my house. So it's practical for me. It's practical. It just shows them. Yeah, I have the Drill Club sticker on the battery and the inverter, just to show. And this is the opportunity. It is practical. It is nothing. It is not like a scam. When we had the sanitary products, I had it in my living room here, like a heap. It was 1,000, like a pack of 1,000 sanitary pads. And when someone enters and says, "Are you selling?" The thing is, no, we are giving it for free. And are you insane? Where did you get the money? And all those. So we use those practical things to just explain to them, this is what we are doing. This is what these kids are doing, to be able to reach out to this girl. So basically, when we go out to do the donations, we go with the iPad and the laptop, and we show them the drawings. We show them the collection itself. This is what these girls have done. This is what you can do. And if you're not able, if you don't have the facility, like if you can create the art, we can help you do the minting and creating the entire collection itself. So that is some of the opportunities we bring about. We are trying to onboard one of the orphanages we went, that is basically for children that have been, whose parents have been killed due to either religious crisis or internally displaced persons. So if you Google search, you would see Simji Girls Orphanage. So what we are trying to do with them is to gradually onboard the girls. Is a purely girls orphanage. So what we are trying to do is to onboard them, teach them about Web3, but they are about 200 kilometers away from us, so it's not quite easy to do that if we were quite close. Okay, we traveled there to go and do the donations. That was how we came in contact with them, and so that is what we are trying to do, to explain to someone. We take it physically. If you are in our house, I show you the battery, the inverter, and tell you this is what we do. And it's usually just easier if the person sees it.
That is crazy. That just shows you, the power of Web3. And shout out to the Drill Club, shout out to Sally and everything like that. That is crazy that like that that one sale kind of like set up electricity for you and everything like that. So I love stories like that. And kind of we've talked about how you're trying to onboard people into Web3 and NFTs and everything like that. But where do you see kind of like the future of blockchain, like in NFTs, like how far out, like do you think like NFTs in a sense are going to be something that's going to be used a lot more like in the future, and they're going to kind of grow and develop? What's kind of your take on that?
Yeah, I think for us coming, it's not we weren't late, and for anyone that may be joining, I would also equally say that the person is not late, and that is because of the opportunity and the future it holds. Like, technology keeps evolving. There are new developments or new things coming every day. People are creating stuff. So I think it's going a long way. We've not started seeing the benefits. I think transactions, a lot of things, people are buying cars from NFTs, literally you buy the NFT. So those kind of and people are storing stuff. So I was excited when somebody in the space told me, do I know that my daughter, who is 4, who is now 6, that do I know that the advantage of onboarding her early is that her art is on the blockchain when she was 4. So she could be somebody tomorrow in the future, and it shows that she has, the art has been there, like she has done this thing when she was young. So I think it's a form of storage, and there's a lot to it that the future holds for us. And that is why we actually have stayed back in the space to benefit and to be able to contribute our quota into developing the ecosystem and the blockchain.
Oh, no, that's great to hear, and I totally 100% agree with you. And and this question is kind of for your daughter, in a sense of these drawings and everything like that. Like, what's the kind of inspiration behind some of her drawings? Like, what are some of the things that she likes to draw, right? And does she in the Gen 2 collection? She said she's going to be drawing it too as well, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, Riadela, what's your inspiration? How do you what are your favorite drawings? Like what do you love to draw? Yeah.
I love to draw.
Speak to him. Yeah.
I love to draw a cat and a dog.
Cats and dog. Yeah. So let me ask you, Matt, what's your favorite item that you love to draw in the collection? Huh? Answer no. What? She's whispering that she doesn't know. Basically, some of the ways that I try to have them do this is that thank you, here, singing. Is that I download some of these cartoons like ice cream, cars, just stuff. Then they have it on a piece of paper. Umar, can you bring some of the pieces of paper? Let's show him. Yeah, so
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
have it there. Yeah, so we have them there. Then they use them as reference to create, and then they color. So basically, they do those ones, and I either impute the background, or they put the background when after I have resized, because their drawing is usually somehow scattered. So I'll resize it, like to arrange it. Yeah. So this is an example of some of the things we print. So it just teaches them the process. You start from a cycle, you add the eyes. So basically, at the end, you would see, I think there are quite a few of these different colors, different styles. So this is a cow, but so basically that is some of the way that we do it, because you need to inspire them to be able to create a 1K collection. If not, they may get tired and bored of drawing probably the same or different things like that.
Yeah, no, and two though, because like you're an artist on this too as well. Like, what are some of the things that inspire you to something that inspires your actual artwork as well?
Okay, I basically want to say I am trying to find a way to express my, or to show my skills, like what I'm able to. So I am basically using this opportunity instead of creating. I am the artist for Crypto Heads. I created the collection.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've been contracted by another project to be their artist. I've not started work on that because it was a few days back that we spoke, and I accepted to be the artist. And as such, I don't want to create a collection to just show that this is my ability. So what I'm trying to do is to do some good drawings, very great stuff, and put it in the girls collection. And if take for example, we are minting for one matic, my art is minted for one matic. No matter how many hours I took to create the art, it could be 40 hours in creating it, but still yet you mint it for one matic. So I just want to like show that as my ability, or things that I am able to do as an artist. So my inspiration, cartoons. I follow a lot of artists. To be able to learn, there are those that have set the pace. So I follow a lot of artists both on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. So just to learn, like when
Sure.
I see a good art, I just check the process, how the person created it, and yeah. So if I could send questions, I ask. I've DM'd the likes of we've spoken with the likes of Sally, Rotten Banana, Maria, who are all artists on the Polygon blockchain, and yeah. So basically, that is me.
Yeah, no, and so like I like what you're doing and everything like that, and kind of this bear market's been pretty tough, right? So and
Yeah.
you guys are pretty much doing the whole like charity aspect of it and everything like that. So it can be a little tough, right? What were some of
Yeah.
the struggles and actually building during this bear market, and some of the struggles that you had to overcome yourself with the PolyRaiders?
Yeah. So it's not been easy actually, because one, I have a registered company, but that is for the business side of things. I registered back then in 2019. I registered a business company. So when we got onboarded into NFTs like 2 years back, I decided, okay, this would be our utility to reach out to these girls. So the challenge here mainly is that we are not yet registered as a charity. So already I've made arrangements to register as a charity with our country, with my country, and that should be done. We should finish the paperwork and have the charity registered before the Gen 2 drops out. So usually it's a challenge if you're asked if you are registered or not. So the moment you say you are not registered, no matter how true you are, it sounds you're not registered. You may be a Ponzi scheme. You may be scamming us of our hard-earned money. So it's quite a challenge that we are not yet registered, which I hope to get that done before. I made the inquiry. It would cost us about 150 Matic thereabout to have it registered. But we've had donations, we've had support that has come. With Matic Man has given us 750 Matic. But I don't want to sound, I will be selfish to withdraw from there to say I want to register. So I want to register it from my personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had support like that we could simply just register. But I don't want to do that, and that is because 150 Matic in my currency and my life is huge. It's not like a small deal. So I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time, especially that I have these kids to take care of. So I hope to do that before the Gen 2 drops. So basically that has been the challenge for us. And then somewhere, somehow, some people feel the space is not for kids. And what I try to do is, if I enter a space and the space is child friendly, like it's not sensitive, I allow my kids talk. And sometimes you get ignored. I don't know how to say. Like you're hosting the space. After we talk and Riadila talks, then the host will just say, "Okay, Mr. Jarek, next to you." There's no feedback. There's a way the girls usually feel when, and I feel it too. You understand? She would say, "Why didn't he ask us any question? Or why didn't he, no comment?" Yeah, so sometimes it's been a challenge like that, but we are trying our best. And then in the other aspect, having access to some of the top shots or big names in the community, it's not easy. I would truly say that it's not easy, but I understand that you have to pay the dues, you have to fight your way through. And as such, basically, that is what we are doing. I'm not rushing anyone to have his or her support, but we are gradually doing our stuff. And one way or the other, we might be in your space and you could introduce us to this person. And that has been it. We don't want to keep DMing, keep trying to say. It may sound, especially that we are not registered, you understand? So it's a challenge, but hopefully one that we will soon get over. So those are some of the challenges we have. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we speak about Web3, right? And we both kind of believe in it and everything like that. And we love where the technology is going to go, and we love the whole blockchain and everything like that. But what's one thing you don't like about Web3? Something that you wish that would change?
Well, let me put this, Jarek, that first, one of the challenges is being a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian, and we have a bad history, like of scamming. So once you just mention you are in Nigerian, it changes the whole thing. So it's something we are trying to do. Like when you hear a Nigerian, instead of thinking, okay, these people are scammers, you think, okay, PolyRaiders, Moses, and the kids, and what they are doing, and everything. So I would love that having to have support let's I'm trying to find the best way to put this statement. Like, if you want to support someone, um no matter where the background or the person is coming from, you know, if you're able to, yeah, I think we it's something I wish I could change. It's of course it's from our history. We have a lot of Nigerians that have scammed um, people, and which is, like I said, I'm owning up to that as part of our history. But it's something we are trying to change, and you tend to believe the person. And part of it is why we are having a diverse team. We have a team where we have Matic Man as an advisor. We have Centralized C. We have Muskan on the team. We have Bug and Sinister, Mr. Dream, who is the founder of Prometheus. So we are trying to have a diverse team from different places, just to be able to, give us that push or that edge, that we are lacking being Nigerians. So basically, that would be something I would try to change. But I need to also equally appreciate the community, despite the fact that we are Nigerians. Like this present donation we want to do, centralize it. When I itemized everything, this is the budget for the team, and I brought it out, showed the team. This is the cost of the sanitary parts. This is the transportation. This is the items we want to get for the kids to use, the crayons, just basic school stuff. And after everything, Centralized said, why wouldn't we include food? That we should put food. And I said, okay. And he said he was going to supply for the food. So he gave us 77 matic to buy either maize or rice. That was his preferred use of or food of choice. And he said we should buy maize or rice. And that is because we've donated maize and rice and millet and beans to some communities. So I should honestly appreciate not only him. We've had a lot. We have a project ongoing on Give It. It will be ending tomorrow. So we've had a lot of support from on that end, and a lot of support. We were given 750 matic, but I am telling you, presently we have 850 matic. Individuals within the community added up 100 matic to add to the 750 that were given by the matic man. So it's something that is huge, despite our background, despite everything. We still have that support. So I should put that out too. Thank you.
No, shout out to the Matic man. He's a real run centralized lead too as well. And I know you love Polygon, right? You're the PolyRaiders and everything like that. And I know you guys are like you love Polygon and anything like that. But is there any other blockchains that you've looked at and be like, that would be pretty cool to build on? Or like, maybe if you thought about going cross chain at all?
Yeah, it's something we are looking forward to. I actually asked Muskan a question. Muskan with comment that is it possible to have one contract that we could mint on two different blockchains? Is that possible? Have they ever considered that? And her reply is that she will get back to me. It's something she cannot answer right away, but she's going to get back to me. So I'm still waiting for her response. But it is something we are looking forward to. And AVAX is one. Solana is another. Yeah, AVAX is one. Solana is another, because at the moment, I think there's this bond that is building between the AVAX community and Polygon. So we would want to leverage that, ride on that too. So it's something we are looking forward to, but not in the immediate future, not immediately, but we are looking forward to that. Gen 2 is going to be on Polygon. I can say that tentatively.
Love me some AVAX too as well. And kind of like a question for both of you guys. So you have this NFT collection, right? You see people buying it, right? Like, what's the feeling that people are actually buying your art, right? And then the second part too is when you actually go pass out these sanitary products and whatnot, and you're actually helping people. What are some can you describe some of those emotions and feelings as well?
Yeah, I think usually when we go out to donate the sanitary parts, or let me start from the point we started minting. It was a 21-day ride for us. We minted the collection within 21 days. And from the day we minted one, the first one minted, it had been a ride of, emotions. Will people love the art, especially when we did the reveal? Will the community love it? Because mainly there are pretty good artists out there, and when you put yourself out, the question is, will the community love it? Will the community like it? How will will someone list it below the mint price? You calculate some of those things, and basically that has not happened, because since we minted out, the day we minted out, actually minted out in a space where there was the Matic Man and there was Fire Red, there was Fita. So they minted out the remaining collection. They minted out I think it was about 15 that was left. So they minted that out. And then when we went out for the first donation, and it has never been done. Everywhere we've gone to, they will keep telling you this thing. Nobody has ever brought this. Like, they'll be looking at you. Are you? Nobody, So you are overwhelmed, and there's this joy that these girls have that you give them, and then you now ask them voluntarily who is going to write a letter of appreciation, because we usually put that out for the community. And take for example, the Freezer Vase donated to us, Holy Rams donated to us, AI Birds donated to us. So when we went out for their donations, we requested specifically to have letters for them. And when you ask these girls, who is going to write willingly for us to give to the people who gave us this? Because we usually put it out that we were given, especially if it is a donation. Thank you very much. That it was given to us. So you now see them like clamp to, I want to be the one to do it. I want to be the one to do it. So it is exciting. And when they write it and you read it, Corey the Bear read and he was in tears when we sent his to him. I told him he should check his mail. He gave us from AI Beards, so he should check his mail. We wrote to AI Beards, to Corey and AI Beards. And when he was reading it, he was in tears, because it's not something that we usually just find in our wallets on a daily basis. So yeah, that has been the kind of thing. And Riajela, how do you feel when we go out to do the donations? How do you feel?
How does that make you feel?
I feel happy.
Yeah, that's great. You should feel happy, right? And I will kind of ask you this too as well. You guys are doing a lot of great things, right? You guys have all this, these goals lined out for yourself. But where would you guys like to be a year from now? What would you hope to accomplish?
Okay, for us, this target is not just to reach these girls with these items, or be able to give food items and stuff like that, but we want to onboard more. Even though our target this year is, we last year we donated to 1,259 girls. This time around, my target, or our target, is to be able to reach at least 5,000 girls. And by the donation we will be doing within the next few weeks, we are starting with 500 girls. And that is from the donation by the Matic Man. And if we are able to get a few from the mint that we have on, not the mint, sorry, the give it donation grant that we qualified and we are on for, we should be able to get a few from there. So we will just keep pushing and pushing, but our target is to have at least 5,000 girls get sanitary pads by the end of this year. And we would have been registered as a charity. Then I am expecting that Riajela should start talking on Spaces by herself.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so
No, that was definitely great, and I do appreciate you guys coming on my show. But before we go, right, is there
yeah,
anything you want to say, or anything she wants to say, or anybody you want to shout out, or any community members you want to shout out at all?
yeah, Riazela, who do you want to say shout out to? That you.
Thank you, love. Appreciate you. What about you, sir?
Yeah, I really want to appreciate everyone within and first and foremost the team basically. And we started as a 3-man team. Myself, my two daughters. We started as a 3-man team, and it was really hard for us to get um, anybody on the team, mainly because we are not a paid team. Like we don't have anything to give the team, like some kind of and some form of payment. We don't have. So that has been hard for us to get people to volunteer to join. But as of late, we started the 3 of us, myself and the 2 girls. Then Centralized C and the Matic Man accepted to join the team after I reached out to them, and they've been very, 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 very supportive since then. Then we added Bud, we added Muskan, and we added Mr. Sinister, who is Drew, and all of them. Like Mr. Sinister donated 60. The Blue, who is in the community as a mod too, and he's helping us. Donated about 30 matic. So I would really say that the support has been huge. I have the likes of Mudrat, Artie Face from PolyRaiders, or the other, and we are really grateful. I just want to say thank you to anyone who has retweeted, joined us live, because the donation we do it live, and this one too we are going to do it live. And if wishes were horses, if you would join to watch, or when the time permits, if you could help us with the live stream in your end, that would be great. We've not yet finalized the arrangement. In fact, we've not withdrawn the proceeds to sell, to buy the items yet, and that is because of the loss I told you I had. I lost someone, so we did the burial today. So I'm just patient. As soon as we are done with this, go to the market blocks, buy the school supply for the kids, and just set out a date for the donation. And we want to have everyone come to one center instead of moving around. That has been what we were doing, moving around schools, orphanages, correctional centers, and internally there are places where internally persons like camp. There are camps. We've visited about 3 camps, and what we want to do this time around is to just bring them in one place and be able to donate to them. So I really appreciate everyone. My brother, who is Billionaire Fox, with his wife Berry Fox, they've been supportive. He is the one that has been helping us with anything development or dev side. I don't have any dev knowledge or anything in that back end. He helps me with that, and I'm really grateful. So we are part of a movement, or we are trying to create something called the Fearless Labs, and my PolyRaiders is under it. I am an artist under PolyRaiders. Riajela is under Fearless Labs. Riajela is one. Mr. Blue is a mod. So what we are trying to do with that is to be able to build something that we are able to meet the needs within the community. If you need somebody that is vetted, somebody that is straight up, we should be able to provide that as a mod. So that is what we are trying to do with the Fearless Labs. And basically that is it. And I want to appreciate you honestly for your time to do this for us free. It's like I said, anything that is not paid is usually honestly very hard to get. But you've given us your time, your everything just to have this, and honestly we are really grateful, and I appreciate you for everything. And so thank you so much to everyone. And yeah, so thank you.
No, I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me your time. Well, and guys, this is going to wrap our show. If you like content like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on X. Follow PolyRaiders on X as well, guys. And I will see you guys around on the next one. Take care.
Thank you.